Hey guys, welcome back. Coach Scotty Walden, co-offensive coordinator, wide receivers coach here at Southern Miss. We're going to continue to talk about our read releases. So we already hit on 2 out of the 4 DB techniques, and that was press and press bail. And now we're going to move on to the second part of the system, which is we're going to talk about how we're going to release against tight catch and off catch. When you get those 2. Hey guys, welcome back. Coach Scotty Walden, co-offensive coordinator, wide receivers coach here at Southern Miss. We're going to continue to talk about our read releases. So we already hit on 2 out of the 4 DB techniques, and that was press and press bail. And now we're going to move on to the second part of the system, which is we're going to talk about how we're going to release against tight catch and off catch. When you get those 2 techniques and our answer of how we're going to release off those two type of techniques. So a little different than press. Okay, it's going to be kind of taught a different way, obviously, because that DB now, he's trying to play with his feet instead of his hands. And so we're trying to do a great job now of stemming away from where we're trying to break. And so to kind of teach you, number one, okay, the technique that we're going to utilize versus catch, okay, and again, when we say we're talking tight catch right now first, okay, so remember, that's when that DB, we're designating that technique is when that DB pre-snap is in my face, okay, just like you were if you were pressed. He's about 2 yards away from me, okay, but on the snap of the ball, as opposed to putting hands on, he's going to play with his feet, keep his shoulders square as he can, as long as he can, okay, and he's going to try to disrupt timing by me taking a lot of time at the line of scrimmage. They want us, okay, as receivers there, to take a lot of time at the line of scrimmage in order to, hey, they're saying they're guarding you and disrupting the time without even having ever put hands on you, okay? So what we have to do, number one, this is kind of a tricky one because, number one, we have to get off the line of scrimmage fast, but we can't just open and run with you because you're not going to be attacking the DB opposite of where you're going. And so we want to make sure that we're giving those guys on defense, okay, those DBs, something to think about before we get into our route, okay? And now, like I said, guys, remember, you're going to be dealing with all different types of receivers. And I'm going to show you several different types of guys. Some speed guys that might be better at a quick stem and speed release. Again, there's not a blanket type of release for every wide. Everybody's different. Everybody's strengths are different, okay? But the base way we're going to teach release versus tight catch, okay, is stem away from the break point, okay? So those are the key words there, okay? We're going to stem away from the break point. Again, we talked about with press. Okay, working that L slam rip. We always L'd away from the break point. So our kids have already been taught what a break point is, okay? Is my route an in-breaking route or an out-breaking route, okay? Now versus tight catch, okay, I'm going to simply stem away, okay, from that breaking point. All right, now, a couple of key deals in this before we get to the tape is as we stem away, we want to make sure that we don't get too far stemmed inside or outside to where we can't get back to the breaking point. Okay, that's a key coaching point as we get through this. And I'm going to talk through the technique of how we're going to stem away. Okay, but one key deal is we don't want to get lost too far inside, okay, or too far outside, okay, depending on how we're stemming, okay, right there. And I'm going to show you a great clip in a minute of a game situation where we got lucky, we got back out, but you got to be careful. So one coaching point is if we feel like we've gotten to the inside eye, okay, when we're stemming inside, or the outside eye, okay, my face mask on the outside eye or the inside eye, depending on where we're stemming, we feel like we've gone too far. It's kind of like I tell the guys, it's kind of like when somebody gives you directions to a restaurant or to a house, and they say, hey, you hit the train tracks, that's how you know you went too far. That's what I tell our guys, when you stem away and you get caught on that outside or inside eye, with your face mask, that's when you know you've probably gone too far right there, okay? And that's just a frame of reference to give them because we don't want to ever get caught, okay, in our route. Now, we'll talk about how we drill this, okay? So starting out, all right, we will drill catch starting out one-on-one just like we talked about day one, just kind of like we did press and press bail. We will do that, but I found that working the catch technique is a lot easier to get a lot more reps when we just do it, assembly line it, and we can get all guys moving and working together. Okay, that's usually been a deal. I feel like when you work versus press and press bail, you got to slow that one down for sure, because you definitely got to work your L slam rip, and then press bail, you got to be good at teaching them to show that blind spot catch. It's a little simpler in identifying, because as soon as you take, again, we're taking that gather step. Okay, the very first step, okay, is that got a knee over my toe, cannonball mentality, I've got my back leg tight, he's playing tight. Okay, my first step is vertical. Okay, so once I make that vertical gather step, okay, and I identify no hands have been put on me, I know it's catch. Okay, I'm playing against the catch technique right now. Okay, so it's easier to identify, okay, than the press bail. There's a little disguise to it. Okay, and then the L slam rip versus press, that takes a little time to work because it's a lot of hand-to-hand combat. So when we work versus catch, okay, we feel like we can assembly line it a lot more. This is what I found to get a lot more reps out. Okay, again, when you do these drills, guys, okay, you got to make sure, all right, that you tell the guys where the ball is. Okay, you tell the guys where the ball is. The ball for us is here right now, and you got to tell them the route because they got to know the breaking point. So right here, we're going to start out simply with a go route. Okay, so ball is here. We're going to run a go route. Okay, as you can see from this side. Okay, the far side receivers are up. We're going to run a go route and release outside, which again our breaking point is out right there. Okay, so the ball is here now. A couple of coaching points. Okay, on the stem away, and I'm not just a big stickler on it. My only big thing when we stem away, I do not want our guys working lateral. Okay, that's a key coaching point. Remember, everything is a vertical. Okay, that goes back to our day one when we started this thing, talking about stance and start and how everything was a vertical. Okay, so when I'm stemming, okay, I'm not going to stem lateral. So our guys, as we come off the ball, okay, we take that gather step. I have not been touched. Okay, so I know it's tight catch. He's in a tight alignment pre-snap. Okay, post-snap, he's playing catch. He didn't put hands on me. I know right now I'm stemming away from the break point. Okay, so if my go route is here, okay, I know I'm going to stem, okay, in, all right, here, and then release, okay? We're trying to get the goal for us against catch, okay, is to get that DB to play with his hands because he is, again, in catch, trying to play with his feet, not his hands. As soon, I tell our guys, it's kind of like press bail, okay? It's kind of like press bail. When you see that blind spot, it's blood in the water. When you play against catch, okay, and as soon as we feel that DB start to play with his hands, okay, it's blood in the water, okay? We feel like now we've got them playing the technique, okay, that they don't want to play. They wanted to play with their feet to disrupt timing. By him putting hands on us, that meant he had to give us a shoulder, okay? So we stemmed. Now he's going to give us this action right here, okay? He's play catch. We stem in. We stem away, okay? Boom. We get that right there. Now we can slam and get out, okay? So we go back to kind of the slam technique as we get out right there, okay? Aim at the elbow or the wrist, okay? We slam, then we can get out. So the only thing I care about now, guys use different techniques. You'll see some guys shuffle, okay? Some guys that truly stem. But when we take that gather step and we go to stem, I don't care if they shuffle, okay? I don't care if it's a foot fire, okay? But it's got to be vertical, okay? It's got to be vertical, okay? It can't be lateral. If I tell our guys all the time, if everything is down the square of that corner or that safety's body, and you're not doing anything up the field, that guy's going to sit there and wait on you. He's won the battle, okay? Because now he's disrupted timing without even having to put hands on you, okay? So we want to stem away, okay, vertically. Once that DB gives us the hand, okay, gives us his hand, all right, then we're going to slam the elbow or the wrist, and then we're going to get out to our break point, okay? So let's look at this, okay? Let's look at a few clips, all right? So you can see, okay, up top, again, we got the ball's inside, okay, the ball's here to this side of the screen, okay, we're running a go route, releasing that way, okay? So we'll start here. It's a really good job by Marquise McCoy, okay, one of our taller receivers right here, okay, working the stem away. Okay, you can see, and I like to kind of put it close to the line, so if they work over that line on the stem away, I know that they're working vertically. If they don't ever cross that line, okay, then, they're working lateral, they're not working vertical. Okay, so that's a good job. He's working vertical, okay, and then you see the slam. So as soon as the DB gave him the hand, okay, then bam, okay, he got a good slam, and then he's going to stack back and get on his landmark, okay, right there. And again, notice this. Did his face mask, at the very end when he stuck to go, it got just on that outside eye right there, but I'm not too critical of that because he's already done the job stemming. He hasn't stemmed so far outside that there's no way that he can get back to his breaking point, okay? And again, that eye, guys, is a frame of reference, but I tell our guys all the time, if you can't get back to if you ever get caught and you feel like you can't get back to your breaking point, then you've gone way too far, okay? So again, and then guys start to kind of get a feel for it, okay? So you can see us as we're working, okay? Like right here, okay? Really, this kid right here is a great technician, okay? But one thing I'm critical of right here, though, for him is he's not working up the field enough. To me, that's a little too much, just a little bit too much in one spot right there, okay? Just a little bit too much in one spot. Okay, but it's a good job with the slam. Boom. Okay, then getting back out right there. Okay, good job with the slam. Okay, good job stacking back. Okay. All right, now we just switch sides. You can see it from this side. Okay. Okay, so not a bad job right here. Okay, pretty good job right here. He's coming off the ball. He's stemming away. He's past the line. His face mask never got, okay, to the inside eye of that DB. Okay, so he's able to get back out. Okay, so again, the ball is here. Okay, ball is here. All right, we're running a go route. Okay, nice job. Okay, and again, you want your DBs, not a terrible look there. You want, again, to kind of school the scout guys up a little bit. We're just looking for those shoulder square, and then once we stem, to kind of play with your hands so you can work the slam to get back out. But again, this is a period where, we're working this thing for 4 to 5 minutes max, okay? And we're getting somewhere between 27 and 30 reps. I mean, we're getting a ton of reps at this, okay? Now, eventually we will progress to this, okay? We will now progress to, and probably not on day one. I usually like to stick to just one route on the first day. But as we progress and we get comfortable with, okay, the rules, we're going to stem away from the break point, okay? Then I like to switch the route up, okay? So we're stemming away a different way. And the guys got to start thinking, okay, now I've got to stem away from that. Okay, I've got a dig route. I've got a curl route. I've got some type of in-breaking route as opposed to just a go route all the time, okay? So now I can work my stem away there, okay? So right here, okay, the ball again is still. I'll never really change where that ball's at. I always put it right there. I tell them ball is inside, okay, right here on the sideline. So the ball is here, and we're going to run a curl route, okay? So the ball is here, all right? We're going to run a curl route, okay, to where we break in, okay? So the breaking point is now in, okay? The breaking point is not out, it's in. So now, okay, we've got to do a good job, okay, stemming away from the break point, all right? Which we should all be stemming, okay, this way, okay, to their left, okay, as we're breaking, okay, back in right there. So you see again, we're just carrying out the curl route, okay. So the guys know again, okay, we're just switching the route up. Now, I'm not worried about depth right here. I'm not worried about that stuff. We're just worried about the release. So I think a pretty good job, not a bad job here, okay. Once again by Marquise, okay. He's working past the line. He doesn't get caught. He slams. He gets back. And here's the key, guys. Just because, okay, there's a key coaching point. Like when you're coaching, go routes are easy, but digs, curls, okay, things like that, you still got to get your route depth, okay? So it's not something to where, okay, I stemmed away and now, okay, I've won the route. Now I'm gonna just work my curl. No. Okay, you got to get back on track. So right here, Marquise, okay, I want to make sure again. Now we're not designating the depth in this drill, but our curl depth. I want to make sure he knows. Hey, I'm coaching him. Hey, I'll tell you. Just remember, you got to get your curl depth after you win the stem away. Okay, pretty good job here by Neil McLaurin. Okay, another senior we had. Okay, did a really good job. He's stemming. You can tell right there, man. He's stemming away. He's stemming him inside, and he's past the line. Okay, he's getting back. I missed the slam though right there. Okay, we need a good slam by him right there. But we're getting back on track. Okay, then we finish our curl route. Okay, nice job. Okay, pretty good job here by our slot receiver Tim Jones. Okay, pretty good. I would like just a little more suddenness off the ball. Okay, just to have again. To me, playing receiver. Okay, I feel like you got to have a plan. You always got to have a plan pre-snap. We're not just robots out there. Going out there and, hey, we're running a post route. No, we got to have a plan how we're going to get open, okay? And so, again, I want our guys thinking like quarterbacks out there. So Tim, okay, right here, is doing a good job, okay, of stemming away. I just want to see with a little more twitch. Okay, good job with the slam. And the better, and I tell the guys too, like the better your slam is, the more violent it is, okay, your slam, all right, the better it is, the more times that you can get out from a position where you're caught too far inside or too far outside. And again, I'll show you that on the first game clip coming up of how that really worked out in our favor. Okay, so again, just working the curl route. Good, right there, okay? Stem away, boom, slam, get back on your track, curl route. Okay, again, I'm not as worried about the curl part as I am the stem away. All right, now good. Okay, good. Ball's in here, running a curl route. So we ought to be stemming outside now. Okay, we're stemming outside, okay, to get the inside release. Okay, because again, and I don't care if you're playing high school or college football, you're playing against a good team, a good secondary, trying to win a championship, which we all are, right? You're going to play against really good players and people that are coached up. If we just took this release, like if we just called a curl, okay, and the ball's here, and we just took an inside release right now, man, that guy's going to be draped all over us, okay? We're going to have a hard time completing that ball. This gives us an advantage, okay, to try to win at the line of scrimmage and create more separation at the top of the route by winning early at the line, okay? So good job. Okay, we're stemming away. Pretty good job there. I'd like to see a little more vertical. Okay, I'd like to see a little more vertical. All right, but not bad. Okay, nice job by Jordan Mitchell. Okay, another senior. He was a really good technician for us. Okay, he's stemming away, getting back on track. Nice job. Okay, good job stemming away. There's the slam. Again, once that corner, that DB gives me his hand, okay, I'm smelling blood in the water. Okay, that's what I want right there. Okay, good. Okay, all right, so let's talk about this first clip. All right, so we're getting pressed. Okay, now really good. Now one thing, let's go back to the first slide. Let's go back to the very first slide when we started this whole thing. Okay, we talked about our stance. That's the number one thing that we have to get accomplished. This is a really good job by, you know, our best football player this past season, Quez Watkins, who got drafted by the Eagles, did a heck of a job with this. Okay, right now that corner's soft. He's got his knee over his toe. He's got a good body lean, hands down to the side. Did a great job. Okay, now we get a corner coming up press, hands go up. Okay, now I'd like to be a little higher up just in case, right? But again, I like, to me right there, I can tell a guy's got attention to detail, okay? And that's what I want to see, okay? I'm not just sitting out there just not thinking about the leverage the DB's playing on me. I'm just thinking about my route. No. I can process my route. I can process how I need to release it, okay? We got to be having, again, a mode of attack, okay, and a plan of attack, okay, before the ball is ever snapped. There's so much that goes on pre-snap before that ball is ever snapped, going on in our brain and going on, okay, just thinking through issues, thinking through problems. But those things got to be able to process like that, okay? It's a great job by Quez. Again, he gets pressed. I'm gonna put my hands up now, okay? Now, on the route, you're gonna see us run a corner route right here, okay? He's got a DB playing tight catch. We would signify that as tight catch. He's tight, and he's not putting hands on us, okay? And again, he's just playing with his feet right here. You can see him. He's mirroring, doesn't want to open his shoulder. Now, he's opening his shoulder pretty early because Quez knows, okay, I'm playing against tight catch. We're running a corner route. I got to stem away. If Quez just outside releases this guy, he's going to open and run with it. He might lean, but there's not going to be much grass out there. And this is going to be, the corner's going to be all over him. But what he does, the ball doesn't go to him right here. But what he does is he creates an opportunity for himself, okay, to catch a ball, okay, again, in the boundary on a corner route. Okay, he creates some separation to where we can throw that ball there. So you see him stem away now. Very dangerous, obviously, right here. He's selling the heck out of it. Okay, he's stemming hard inside. Okay, stemming really, really hard. Okay, he's kind of caught in a position now to where, I don't know if I can get back out because I've gone too far. But what he does, again, what we talked about coaching point-wise earlier, working a great swipe by, okay, or a great slam. And what he does right here, okay, he works a great slam. That's a phenomenal slam. So he's stemming away. He's done his job now. That corner's hips are open. Now he wants to play with his hands. Right there. Quez knew he's right there. He's smelling blood in the water. Okay? And now he's going to take that right hand and he's going to slam the elbow of the wrist. Boom. Use the momentum against him. Okay? And you can see, you kind of lose him in the screen right here. Boom. He's coming out. There's an opportunity to throw that corner ball right there. Okay? We ended up throwing another route, but that corner ball, okay, is right there. Really nice job, okay, of utilizing not only the stem away versus tight catch, but also the slam. Okay, I want you to watch this is our ex-receiver, Jalen Adams right here, okay? He's going to do a great job right here of stemming away versus tight catch. We knew these guys were a big-time catch team, okay? And Jalen right here identifies, okay, it's tight pre-snap, okay? Obviously, through film study that week, we're thinking, okay, there's probably going to be some type of catch, okay? So right here, we're going to run a post route, and you're going to kind of lose them in the screen, okay? So the post route is an in-breaking route, Okay, so we're running a post. Okay, so we're playing tight catch. We're going to stem away from that break point. Okay, so there it is. Right now, he's stemming. Now, the one thing I'll say, and I'll kind of let it play real quick so you see it. There's the stem, and he gets back on track. Ball's not going to go to him, but I want you to see the technique. Okay, now, here's the deal. Right there, he's stemming away. It's a great job. And guys, like I said, we can shuffle. I think it's a great job because, Jalen's off the ball right now, and he's getting tight catch, and he's got to eat that slack up. I feel like if he'd have shuffled right there, I feel like that guy would have never bit. But since he came off the ball, okay, he came off the ball with a sense of urgency and stemmed away. I feel like that DB's hips open for him, okay, right there. So that's a good job. All right, now, what I would like, though, just being picky, I would like him to eat that grass up just maybe a little bit more before he makes that break, because you can see, again, playing against a really good football team here, okay, one of the best in the country, and playing against, again, one of the best secondaries in the country. Great DBs are going to be able to speed turn on you right there and run and go recover, okay, if we don't eat that slack up. So I felt like we made the move a little early. We got a little excited. But I do like, you see the stem away from the break point, gets back, and gets on his post route, okay, later in the route right there. Okay, so really nice job. Stem away, get back on track. Okay, there it is. That's a nice job. Okay. All right, so you're gonna see right here. Okay, this is gonna be a simple goal ball. Okay, on the goal line here in the score zone right here. Okay, so we're gonna motion. Okay, our receiver over. Okay, this is Tim Jones. Okay, so we motion Tim Jones over. Now Tim has got. This is where again you got to be a quarterback out there. Okay, you motion over. You gotta have a sense. Okay, now how did that DB come down and play me? This DB could have played off. He could have come. Obviously, where we're at on the section of the field, we're going to anticipate him playing some type of press or some type of tight catch. Okay, but this is where you got to do a really good job. If you're a motion guy and we're calling a route for you, you got to motion over and you got to get a feel for that DB's technique. Okay, so really nice job by Tim right here. He motions over. Okay, he gets the tight catch technique. Okay, there it is again. No hands went on me. No hands went on me. Okay, so no hands are on me right now. Post snap, I know I'm going to stem away. Okay, I'll let this thing play. Okay, does a good job. That's all it takes. Just that little, sometimes it's so subtle because again, you don't want to get caught too far inside. It's so subtle. But if he just opens up and runs, now we might catch a 50-50 ball, okay, but at the end of the day, that guy's going to be draped all over us, okay, so it's a good job right here. And then what I love that he does, okay, he flashes the head opposite, okay, so he's stemming away just slightly, and then right there, he just gives a little flash, okay, it's just a quick stem away, and then he's just flashing that head, okay, inside, and all it takes is one false step, okay, one hesitation, okay, and then we can gain just a little bit right there. To me, in college football, that's open. We gain separation. The quarterback's got to throw us a ball, and we got to go make a grab right there. Okay, nice ball, nice catch. Okay, very nice job right there. Good job stemming away. Okay, a couple clips. Okay, a couple one-on-one clips. Now, this is one of our speed guys right here. Okay, so I wanted to show you a few of these where we've got kind of a smaller receiver, but he's a fast cat. He's a quick twitch guy. Okay, you can still stem away, but I told this guy, again, you got to talk to each guy kind of on the side about their skill set, about kind of the way I want you, again, once these read releases are taught and they understand the system and how we're utilizing it, then kind of start pulling individual guys aside that really need, hey, look, you need to work more of a speed release here, okay, because you're a quick twitch guy and you can get out. So right here, I wanted Jalen right here just to work a stem away, and then just turn it into a speed release. Dip that shoulder and run. Don't worry about so much getting too far inside. Like we saw Quez's clip, we got really far inside. Don't worry about that as much. I want a quick stem away, and then let's go. And that's a really good job. It's a quick stem, and then he's going to speed release. Okay. And the best part about it, he holds the line. Okay. He holds the line right there. All right. Holds the line, and then lets the ball fade him. Okay. It's a really nice job right there. Okay. Really nice job. All right. You see it right here from the wide. Okay, again, we got press right here. He can put his hands on us right here. We don't know that. So we want those hands up versus press. Okay, those hands are just too far down, right here. Quick stem, that's all it is, and then turn it into a speed release. Dip that inside shoulder right there. Dip that inside shoulder and run. It's a great job of putting your head down and running. Most vertical balls that we've kind of charted this and found, most go balls are completed somewhere between 38 and 42 yards. Okay, so we tell our receivers all the time, don't you dare run a go route and get the 15 yards and start looking back. Okay, you got to put that head down. You got to dig. You got to go. You got to run. And this is a great job. This is what I call running a 40-yard dash right here. Okay, he's running a 40-yard dash. He's running a 40. Boom. He's got that head down and he's digging just like he's getting timed at a 40. Okay, holding that line. Ball fades him. Okay, let the ball fade you. Great job fading off the line right there. Okay, Tim Jones, one of our slots. Okay, right here. All right. Again, one key point that we wanted to make. Okay, versus, again, tight catches. We want to get off the line of scrimmage, okay? We don't want to waste a lot of time. So I think that's something that gets confused early on. It did with our guys, is when we talk about stemming away, our guys thought that meant take a long time stemming, and then I can get out. No, that defeats the purpose, okay? It's going to be a stem away, but it's got to be quick, it's got to be vertical, and then I got to get out of there. And this is a good job. This is all it takes. Just that quick stem away by Tim, okay? He stems inside, and you can see right there, okay, again, we've got the DB's hips open now. Okay, so we got his hips open. All right, boom. Okay, we should be able to stack. Good job right there. Just wax it off. Okay, the DB's hand's going to go high. We're going to wax off. Okay, we're going to finish the slot fade. And really, that wasn't a true slot fade. That was more of a vertical where we're trying to stack him. Okay, nice job right there. Okay, quick stem away. And I even think in this one, especially on tight, I think he might have been able to sell it just a little bit more. Okay, he could have sold it just a little bit more to even make this DB put hands on him earlier, so maybe we get a little more separation. But that right there down the field is a really good job with the second level reroute, okay, with the wax off. All right, let's talk about, okay, so we've talked about tight catch. Now let's talk about off catch. Okay, so here's how we drill off catch, okay? Off catch is a little different. This is us drilling it one-on-one day one, okay? So when we're playing off catch, okay, we get off catch technique, and we're defining that as a DB that is playing 5 yards and above, okay? Again, he's shoulders are square on the snap of the ball. Okay, he is what we call pat. He's patting those feet, right? He's not pedaling. Okay, he's just pat right here, and he's trying to stay shoulders square as he can, as long as he can. All right, until you start to break his cushion, and then he's going to try to reroute you and run with you right there. Open his hips and go. But he's not trying to again pedal and give you ground. He's kind of building a wall right there where he's at. Okay, so the rule is there's only one little difference. Okay, between tight catch and off catch. Okay. Tight catch, we talked about stemming away. Okay, off catch, we're going to run away from the break point. Okay, we got to eat that slack up even more. So we're not going to stem away, we're going to run away. Okay, so again, right here, we're working go routes. Ball's here. We're working go routes. Okay, I'm sitting at about 6 yards, 1 yard inside. Okay, and I've got that crayon on there so they can work a good slam. Okay, right there when I try to put hands on. All right, so we're going to run away from the break point. Again, this one is even more critical that we do not get lost too far inside. Okay, to where we get to that inside eye and we can't get back out, okay? So what we're trying to do here, okay, is run away from the break point, and that DB, okay, a lot of times he's playing inside leverage, okay? We want to try to create a three-way go on him, okay? Meaning we get to this point here by running away from the break point, okay? When we get even with him, we feel like now that we've got a three-way go. That DB now's leverage has been beat, and he doesn't know if we're breaking in, out, we're sitting it down, we're going vertical, okay? We got a three-way go. We can keep it vertical, we can go this way, we can go that way, okay? And the other part of that is, though, the key coaching point on that is as we're running away, we don't want to slow down. We don't want to, hesitate. We want this to be fluid, okay? Because we want that DB to again, feel that full speed vertical push from us. If we go slow or stop, chop our feet, okay, I think we're defeating the purpose. He's winning because, again, that's taking more time, okay? Now, you can see right here, you watch the whole thing. You see how he slows his feet down? Okay, Jordan Mitchell, again, really good technician, but see right there, I don't want that. Okay, I don't want him to pat his feet and slow down for me. I want it to be smooth and fluid, okay? So I'm running. Okay, I'm running away from that break point, and as soon as I'm running away, and that DB, okay, he's playing that off-catch technique because I go inside, boom, oh crap, he's going inside. Now, okay, I can slam, boom, and get back out right there, make it seamless. Okay, I'm running, slam, and I'm running, okay, right there, I'm going. Okay. All right, we'll see a few more. Okay, so we're running away from the break point. Again, come off the ball a little faster here. Now, sake of the drill is our first day doing it. Sake of the drill, right? We're just trying to learn it, but I want these guys, again, you got to explode off the ball, man. Comes down to your stance again, right? You got to have 80% of weight on that front big toe. Boom, I'm driving out, no false steps. Okay, run away from the break point, okay? Not bad, I just want it faster. Speed it up. Speed it up. Okay, that's a really nice job right there. Fluid, smooth. The only thing I don't like is the swim. Okay, if that guy, if I'd have missed my slam and I exposed my ribs, boom, the route's over with. Okay, he can reroute me inside and I'm done. Okay, but right here, okay, great job. Again, just being smooth with it. Okay, I'm running away, and again, his body language is kind of telling me he's going inside. So I'm I'm playing that catch, I'm pat, I might start inching right there, just taking kind of an inch step, inching inside. Okay, now again, once I close that cushion, he tries to put hands on, I can get back out, stack him, hold the line. Okay, so running away from the break point. Okay, again, just want to speed this up. Okay, again, need a more violent slam right there. Need a more violent slam. Speed that up a little bit. Not bad, not bad. See, that was pretty good being fluid right there. Now, the other key coaching point is I don't necessarily, like when I'm running away from that break point, I'm not just like I'm not turning my shoulders and running inside. Okay, because as soon as I do that, the DB knows something's up. Okay, I turn my shoulders and start running in here. Okay, he knows, all right, double move's about to happen, but this dude's giving away way too much information too early. Okay, so as soon as I come off that ball, I'm running away here, my shoulder square, just taking a slight inside step, okay, or outside step, depending on where I'm running away from. But I'm gonna attack, okay, just kind of start to work, all right, almost half a man inside. All right, but I'm not going to get to that inside eye. I'm not going to get my face mask to that inside eye just yet. I'm trying to get that three-way go. Okay, so again, I'm running away from that break point right there. I'm not turning my shoulders and running in because now that DB knows something's up. Okay, I turn my shoulders and start running in here. Okay, he knows, all right, double move's about to happen, but this dude's giving away way too much information too early. Okay, so as soon as I come off that ball, I'm running away here, my shoulder square, just taking a slight inside step, okay, or outside step, depending on where I'm running away from. But I'm going to attack, okay, just kind of start to work, all right, almost half a man inside. All right, but I'm not going to get to that inside eye. I'm not going to get my face mask to that inside eye just yet. I'm trying to get that three-way go. Okay, so again, I'm running away from that break point right there. I'm not turning my shoulders and running in because now that DB knows something's up. Okay, so again, just a little cautious right there. He's not turning his shoulders, but he's really coming in initially. Kind of scares me a little bit that the DB's going to see something, but that's a good job right there of getting back out and getting a good slam there. All right, so you'll see some applications to it right here. So again, this is what I'm talking about. Okay, great technique right here by our DB. He's playing that off catch technique. Again, he's not giving ground. He's just, you can tell he's just shoulder square. He's inching right there. So we're gonna run a corner route right here. Okay, so we're gonna have to run away from the break point. Okay, right here on this corner route, especially with that DB. Okay, playing catch, he starts to inch outside a little bit. It's a great job by DeMichael Harris. Okay, right here. DeMichael got picked up by the Colts as an unsigned free agent. A really smart player, a great kid, great player. And he's a really good technician, okay? So you can see, and he's got some ability. He's a fast player. So you can see right here, okay? Pretty good job with our stance and start. You can see there's not a lot of wasted motion. Pushing vertical, running away from the break point. And then when he sticks, this is a key coaching point, okay? And we're going to talk about this, okay, as we get to some of our, in later sessions, we talk about some of our indie work. Very important, okay? And we talk about some top of the route stuff. Very important that when we stick, okay, we want to time up our stick with our head nod. We want to make that simultaneous. So you can see this is what we work, and so some of the drill work we'll see in 45-degree cone drills, some things we'll do later on, okay? DeMichael runs away from the break point, but he sticks, and at the same time he's sticking, he's flashing the head nod. Now, when we flash that head nod, it's not that. That doesn't sell anybody. That doesn't sell a good DB. But as we're running full speed and we stick and flash, we're going to turn our face mask opposite. Okay, we turn our face mask opposite right there. We can get his hips open. Okay, and then we can break on our route. Okay, it's a great job though. He's running away from the break point. Stick, flash the head nod. Good job, not exposing my ribs right there on the swim. Okay, great job finishing through the catch. Okay, really nice job. All right. Okay, you got Jordan Mitchell right here. Okay, again, here's the off catch technique. Okay, so we got off catch. Okay, now he starts to pedal. I get it. All right, but his shoulders are square. Okay, very nice job right here. Okay, we're going to work a dig right here. okay? You can see a little scary initially because he's running inside and the dig route, the breaking point is inside, okay? So we don't want again to run away to the break point. We got to run away from the break point, okay? But he gets back out, does a good job. His hips are turned, he's done, okay? That's the goal right there, okay? Hips got turned, okay? We run away from the break point. He sells him on that vertical. That's a great job, okay? Sells him on the vertical. Run away from the break point. There it is. Break it in. Good. Okay, nice job attacking right there. And a good job at the top of the route. Okay, it's a 1-2. It's a quick 1-2. He might have had 3 on this one. 1-2-3, and he gets out. It's a really nice job. But he's running away from the break point. Okay, it's a really nice job. Okay, Tim Jones right here. Okay, versus off. Okay, not bad. Okay, I'd like to see now. What he does a great job of is flashing the head nod. I'd like to see him run away from the break point just a little bit more. But regardless, it's a good job of not just opening and running, okay? Again, you're giving your guys the menu here of not just running routes to run routes, okay? You're giving them a menu, you're giving them a system to say, hey, think about where this route's gonna end up, and we want you to work opposite of that route, okay? And we want you to be a salesman, okay? Sell opposite of that route. Okay, you're giving your guys that menu. Okay, at least they're thinking about it, and you're giving them that opportunity to get open, as opposed to just running a go route, running a slant route. Okay, you're giving them an opportunity. Okay, good. All right, so working right here. Okay, working a slot fade. Okay, working a slot fade right here. All right. Now, really great job making a touchdown grab. Everything's good. What I'd like to see, though, okay, initially he's good, okay, running away. He's not giving it away, but he starts to, again, bend right there. Okay, he starts to bend a little early right there. And you'll see the next clip, he does a better job of holding it. Okay, but if we're running that slot fade, we don't want to just give that. We don't want to just give it away. That hey, we're going slot fade. That DB can open and run with us right there. All right. So again, I would like to see him run away from the break point a little more. Okay, but that's a good job initially of holding that DB, kind of creating that three-way go and then breaking. But again, I think we're breaking just a little bit early right there. But that's a great job of finishing. Again, I tell our guys all the time, and I think I said it in another session, is major effort corrects minor mistakes. So if you screw up and you don't get just a fantastic release, major effort is going to correct minor mistakes. And he gave major effort and he reaped the benefits for it right there. Okay, great job. Okay, now this next one right here, okay, so we're going to get the slot fade up top again. Okay, he does a much better job. You can see right there. Okay, he doesn't just open and run like the Mississippi State clip. He was already breaking right there. Okay, now here against Troy, he's holding that line a little more. Okay, he's really running away from that break point. He's not just opening and running. Okay, he's staying. He's not going too far inside. He's not running into that inside eye. Okay, he's got the three-way go working for him. Okay, and he's pushing further. That DB isn't sure right now. He's playing catch. He's not sure. Is he breaking in? Is he breaking out? What's he doing? Okay, he ends up breaking out. Good. And we just get that quick step on it. Boom. That's a good job right there. He wraps it back. Okay, and you can see him right there. It's a really nice ball and a really nice job. Okay, of not giving it away early on the slot fade. Nice job right there. Okay, good job using your technique. Okay, good work. Okay, so I hope that helped you guys out. Really, working against catch and tight catch, tight catch and off catch. Okay, really hope you guys got something out of that. But that's our read-release system and the way we attack those 4 DB techniques. Looking forward to talking with you guys more about our techniques and releases, indie work, and everything receiver play-wise in future sessions. Appreciate you guys' time. Thanks.